Hey, welcome to my October TBR. I feel like I've been waiting for October for like the whole year. Like, so excited because um my birthday is in October. It's on the 12th. However, I've decided I'm having a birthday month, like the full month, because why the hell not? So I am I've decided to have this this amazing TBR. So it's not just highly anticipated books, it's highly anticipated books that I have been desperate to read for quite some time, or since I first heard that they were coming out. And October is the time for that, because yeah, I'm gonna have fun this month. And I think in one of my other videos I was like, do you know what? In October, sod the NetGalley arcs. I am reading whatever I want to read and all this. And yeah, I've actually got some NetGalley arcs in my TBR. But that's because these books sound incredible. And I have absolutely no problems putting them on my birthday TBR. And the first one is Femlandia by Christina Dolce. Yes, Femlandia, like Femlandia. And I didn't even need to read the like synopsis about this book at all to request it. I just saw Christina Dolce and was like, click. I am having that book. And do you know what? If I hadn't have been given it by NetGalley, I'd have just gone and bought it anyway. It is being released on the 2nd of October, so I probably should have read it earlier so I could review it in time for the release date, but I wanted to save it because I absolutely adore Christina Dolce. I absolutely love, like, easy 5 stars, all her books, all of them. All 2 of them so far. So this one, it's again set in like a near future, and it's like a dystopian style society. Something's gone wrong. All we know going in is that something has happened, and there is lots of like looting and violence and stuff like that out on the streets. And we've got the main character called Miranda and her daughter, I think she's a teenager, Emma, and Miranda's husband ups and leaves for some reason, and they're kind of left vulnerable with like nothing, no supplies, no money, etc. So they set off to get to the colony of Femlandia, which is a women's only settlement, and it kind of like offers safety and, you know, like protection and things like that. And when they get there, Miranda thinks that something isn't quite right, and that's because literally, I know it's female only, but not even male children are in there. And women are, there's like something secret going on. It's like things are being hidden. And then women are having babies. And how? When there's no men in like the settlement. But not only that, all the babies are girls. So how does that happen? Because you can't guarantee that. So she is obviously going to try and figure it out, and I cannot wait. Oh my God. Honestly, I squealed with excitement when I realised I'd been approved for this book. So that's the first one. Then I've actually got two of TJ Klune's books sent to me as ARCs. I got The House in the Cerulean Sea. I only got approved for that yesterday, I think, but it's definitely going on my October TBR because everybody in the whole world, it feels like, has read this book and raved about it. And I'm not even 100% sure what it's about. Some guy who meets some orphan kids. There's some kind of magical stuff in there. I don't know. It just sounds really good, and everyone's been so excited about it. I just want to know what the excitement's about. So I got that one, and then also Under the Whispering Door. And for the life of me, I can't remember anything at all about that, but I know it sounded good. So let me just check. Right, okay. Sorry if the rain is real loud. I'm in a conservatory and there's nothing I can do about it. So, I've just had a quick look on Goodreads at Under the Whispering Door. We've got a guy called Wallace who is at his funeral, so he must be dead, and the Reaper turns up to take him away. And instead of taking him to the afterlife, he takes him to some kind of little like tea shop, and the guy who runs the tea shop is the ferryman that helps people cross over into the afterlife. But for some reason, there's like this opportunity for Wallace, this guy, to like spend a week learning about all the things that he missed in life, and it says that he then has a week to live a full life. That sounds like the most boring explanation of a book ever, but it sounds intriguing, and with all the hype of the Cerulean Sea, I'm thinking that this one also might be really good. So I am actually really, really looking forward to this, just to see what's going on and if this author is for me. So that is one I have willingly put on my birthday TBR. It's not one that I'm having to read for NetGalley, even though it is also due out in October. So really, yeah, I do need to read it. And then the last arc that's going on my TBR this month is called The Watchers by A.M. Shine. I'm going to read the Goodreads bit about this because I'll probably, most likely, won't do it justice if I try and explain it. So, you can't see them, but they can see you. This forest isn't charted on any map. Every car breaks down at its tree line. Mina's is no different. Left stranded, she is forced into the dark woodland only to find a woman shouting, urging Mina to run to a concrete bunker. As the door slams behind her, the building is besieged by screams. Mina finds herself in a room with a wall of glass and an electric light that activates at nightfall when the Watchers come above ground. These creatures emerge to observe their captive humans, and terrible things happen to anyone who doesn't reach the bunker in time. Afraid and trapped among strangers, Mina is desperate for answers. Who are the Watchers, and why are these creatures keeping them imprisoned, keen to watch their every move? How creepy does that sound? Obviously, this is a horror book, and like I read that synopsis and I was like, oh my god, I need that book. Oh my god, it just sounds so scary, so creepy. It sounds like some kind of post-apoc horror type thing. I don't know. Are they aliens? Are the Watchers people? I don't know. I'm so excited to be reading that book. Oh my god. And then sticking with horror, because it's me and I have to fit horror in. And zombies. Now, to be fair, I don't think I've read a zombie book for a good few months, surely. It feels like ages. It really does. And what I'm doing is, years ago, I started a series called Greenfield Series by Adrienne Lecter. Now, if anybody ever asks for like a recommendation of a zombie book on any of the Facebook groups or in person, whatever, this is the series that I always recommend first. It's like it just straight into my mind like that, every time, because it's incredible. I absolutely fell in love with this series from book one. So we follow I guess it's like a military team, sort of, but they were like activists, or, you know, they were hired to go and stop a virus outbreak. And the main character is a woman called Bree, who actually was a scientist working in the building where the virus outbreak happened. And she is just such an incredible main character. Across the series, she just grew and developed so well, because like in the first book, she's not very physically fit. She's very geeky and not into, like, she knows nothing at all about guns or, you know, hiding, being quiet, all that kind of stuff. and she picks it up and she learns, and yeah, she's just absolutely fantastic. She outwits the enemies every time nearly, and yeah, I love it. So I think I got to like book 9 in the series, and then for some reason I think that's where it was at that time, and then I was waiting for the next one to be written. In the meantime, my brain's kind of wandered off and read hundreds of other books, and I never went back to the series. So I am going to go back, and actually the last book in the series is book 12. So I've got 9, 10, 11 and 12 to read, and I'm gonna read those this month. Definitely, because I've already read book 9, but I'm going to go back and reread it because I can't quite remember where it finished off. I think I've got a vague idea. So I'm going to reread 9 and then read 10, 11, 12. And then that's the series done. And I can't wait. This is like the perfect excuse to just go back and binge it. So excited. And then the final book that I've got planned for October, it's only 43 pages long, but that's because, so I'm doing the Pop Sugar Reading Challenge, and one of the prompts is to read the shortest book on your TBR, which is this one. And it's Scarlet's Secret by Casey Watson. Now, Casey Watson, I you can't see, but the bottom shelf down here is full. The whole shelf is just fostering memoirs, and Casey Watson is amongst them. She's written loads. I just love them, absolutely love them. Anybody who reads Kathy Glass memoirs will love Casey Watson's. They are fantastic, very much along the same lines. However, prior to becoming a foster carer, Casey was like a manager of like a local behavioural unit where children with problematic behaviour were put instead of being in mainstream schools. And this is a short story about one of the girls that was in that unit. So it is a true story, and it's about a teenage girl called Scarlet and her twin sister Jade. They're both brought into the behavioural unit, and they just never leave each other's sides. They've got like this real resentment and hatred towards everybody else, like literally everybody else in the world. And Casey starts digging to try and find out what's actually happened to these girls and what their needs are and how she can help. And she finds out that Jade was pregnant at some point. The girls have been taken into care, and that's all she initially discovers. And then obviously, well, it's going to be squeezed in, but as the book goes on, she must find out more. I've never read one of these short stories before by her. I'm really looking forward to it. Apparently there's a few of them. Part of me is looking forward to it, and part of me is thinking, well, maybe I'll be disappointed, and maybe I'll want it to be like a full proper novel, but I don't know. But I'm sure I can manage 43 pages of a book. So that is, what's that? 8 books and one tiny little thing for October. I possibly may squeeze another one in. I don't know. So we'll see. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in another video soon. Bye.